welcome, podcast, to another episode of Ask Piff. I am your host, Piff the Plug, like no other. A production brought to you by Prairie Vista Publications, LLC Limited. Good morning, my podcasters. Good morning. No Piff's here to bring that sports report. Starting off with the March Madness, baby. Well, it was supposed to have been a creme de la creme match. It was supposed to have been this beast against beast, number one against number one. You see how I'm building it up, but it wasn't built up the way it was supposed to be, podcasters. It was number one Gonzaga against number one North Carolina. Well, to make a long story short, the referees took control of the game. The game was horrible. It never had no rhythm. It never had no flow. There was too many fouls being called, and both teams played tight. I am surprised, very, very surprised that it got to the score that it did, which was 71-65 in favor of our new national champions, North Carolina Tar Heels. They used to this. They done been there plenty of times. Well, Joel Berry led them with 22. He's the first player to score at least 20 points in back-to-back title games. Big up, Joel Berry. Big up. Zach Collins, he didn't do too bad neither, but hey, he did what he could do. The big boy they had couldn't get his touch on. For some reason, couldn't hit them shots, man. Big boy, man. Meeks, he was in foul trouble too, man. I'm trying to tell you, the refs had all the fouls piled up, man. The referees controlled the game, and I don't know, the game was horrible. For a beautiful tournament like it was, big ups to all the teams that were in the tournament. This last game just put a big damper on it. Boo. And while I'm still on the NCAA, De'Aaron Fox, that kid from University of Kentucky, that freshman who went at it with the other freshman sensation, Lonzo Ball, in the Elite Eight and dropped 39 on him, but lost in the Southeast Regionals to the eventually champion Tar Heels, said he is not going back again to try to go for a national championship. He's taking his talents on to the NBA. Listen, Mr. Fox is for sure a lottery pick. But it's going to be hard for them NBA teams up there, boy. There's a lot of talent sitting up there, boy, and it's hard to choose from. And big up to all them young players, man. You keep working on your game, man. Do not be a bust, man. Please don't be a first-round bust. I would like to see this whole class just go in and explode on the NBA. We looking for a new crop. Come on, people. There was one NBA game last night, but I'm not gonna go into it, man. It was horrible, man. It wasn't no need. The national title took up most of the time, man, and it wasn't even worth that neither, people. So last night was a bad sports night. But all in all, Butler and Curry were named Player of the Week. They was just lighting it up, boy. I'm trying to tell you, Butler too little, too late, but Curry, he's just getting in his groove. And while Curry's getting into his groove, KD is gonna make his return possible on Saturday. That's a big ooh-wee, man. You just added another gun to that arsenal over there in Golden State. My goodness, man. I don't know what the rest of the league gonna do, man. They didn't put their other gun back. They didn't already fix the gun. That didn't add another piece onto it. Boy, they gonna light the whole league up, man. Y'all might as well give Golden State that championship. It's a wrap. Y'all ain't gonna be able to do nothing with them. And while we still on that, man, kind of dipping back and forth from college to pros, I'm real happy about this note right here. My man Patrick Ewing, the big horse for the Knicks, Georgetown Hoyas, is going back home, people. He's going back home to Georgetown to be the head coach. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? He should have been got a head coaching job, man. I don't know why people keep playing him, man. He hail out from the Northeast, baby. We don't do nothing but produce stars, man. Like I always say, cold wind brings strong men. You know what I'm saying? This cold wind brings strong men. That's how we do it here. Another NBA note, The Knicks, speaking of them, they they're done. Officially done as of last Wednesday. They are lottery bound. And Melo plans to sit down with the big man Phil Jackson, and he said he wants to clear the air. Clear the air on what? All the saga that Phil done put this man through, man. I get at the Carmelo, man. Yo, he been good about this whole thing. He could have just wowed out, said all kind of crazy stuff like his other banana boat buddy. But I'm gonna get on him in a minute too. Um, he could have did all of that, man, but he stayed cool and he just kept his composure, man. And big up to Melo, man. Personally, I think he need to take his talents, pack his bags, and go ahead on to a title contending team, man. Because the Knicks are a joke, the Bulls are a joke, man. D Wade, you need to get up out of there too, man. Them are two players in the league that need to vacate the premises immediately. You know what I'm saying? It's just rescind their contracts and just go elsewhere, man. Well, tonight, Brother Westbrook, the beast in the West, is going for that 41st triple double, man. He gonna do it, man. I think he gonna do it tonight, people, man. I'm one of them people that are on Westbrook's side. Give up the big ups, two big ups to my man Westbrook, man. Man, a lot of these naysayers saying he's stat padding and all this other stuff, man. But all I ask is, if the rebound is in front of him, is he not supposed to grab it? That's the man you want to grab the rebound so he can lead the break and start the charge. What's your big man gonna do? He gonna grab the rebound and throw it to him anyway. So if this man grabs it and goes, what's the problem? And he's dishing to other people, and he's scoring on top of that. Listen here, Oklahoma would not be in the position they in now if Westbrook wasn't putting in all this work. He ain't taking no days off. He ain't taking no rest, and he going at everybody hard, man. He has a problem with everybody in the league, and I love his attitude. We have not seen this attitude since Jordan, man, for real. And speaking of attitudes, man, LeBron states in the media that he's sorry for talking to Tristan that way. He's like, I'm sorry, Daddy, I'm sorry. I should have just blasted you out in public. What does that sound like to y'all, man? I ain't even going to go into that. He sound like a little thotty when he did all of that. You know what I mean? He don't need to be sitting like, man, that's a grown man. He know what he doing, man. And Tristan Thompson ain't having no parts of that, you dig? Tristan Thompson said, I'm about to dig into you. You better get right. You know what I'm saying? Is you better get right. Man, LeBron got that baby crying issue, man. I don't understand this dude, man. He did this with Mario Chalmers when he was in Miami. Yo, everything that happens is never his fault, man. It's always somebody else's, man. And you know what I mean? I'm just tired of hearing it, man. Yo, take up for your own, LBJ, man. You know what I mean? You already sounding like an infant, man. Come on, man. You crying, man. And you ripping at Charles Barkley for calling you a baby. I don't agree with Charles Barkley. He's a coon, but he was right on that point. You do cry too much, man. For real. Just like your hairline, man. Like you fading back in the Gerber stage, man. Come on, man. Do you wear shorts or do you wear diapers? That's the question I need to ask. That's the question my podcasters want to know. Do you wear shorts or do you wear diapers? Stop crying, LeBron, man. You're supposed to be the best player in the world. Always crying about this, crying about that, man. Just play ball, man. I hate people who do that, man. But that's my personal, man. But off of all that drama right there with the Drama King, let's get on to a good note, man. Big ups to my man, Tracy McGrady. He's going into the Hall of Fame, people. It's a good thing. That's a good thing that he going into the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? I know he didn't get to the playoffs. I know, you know what I mean? He never really contended for a title like that. But trust me, man, when you write in the storybook of the NBA, his name must be in there, man, because he was an impact on the NBA. That's a fact. That is a fact. When you write in the story and the history of the NBA, his name has to be placed up in there somewhere as an impact player. And also big ups to Rebecca Lobo. Ooh, another person, another one of them people that hail up out of the North Beast. You know what I'm saying? Is the North Beast is where it's at. That's where we raised them champions at. She come out that UConn. You heard me? She going into the Hall of Fame. And that's a big ups too right there. And on a good note like that, I'm going to end my editorial. And tell all my podcasters, please keep hitting me up on SoundCloud, keep hitting me up on YouTube. I know I'm young in this, but my following is growing because everybody know I'm trying to stomp. I'm trying to stomp on this podcasting industry. You heard? I'm putting 2 feet on the ground, size 22s. I got size 22s on this podcast, man. I got my 22s on the neck of this podcast. I'm stomping it out. So I need y'all to hit me up on my website as well too, www.askpiff.com. That's www.askpiff.com. Piff the plug. The connection on the pod scene is out. Have a good day. Be good to each other. But best of all, be good to yourself.